It is Thursday, the 30th of November, 2017, and welcome to Navigating Your Day. So we're finally at the end of November, right? And 30 is a 3. And 3 in Jinshin Jitsu came into the universe meaning the door that lets nourishment in and lets toxins out. So that's very much on a physical and an emotional level. Then safety engine lock number 12, 3 is here at the tip of the shoulder blade, the back. 12 is in the middle of the neck, and 12 means surrendering our will to divine will. So thy will be done. So very often when our will, want to do it my way, is not aligned with divine will, then we get stiff necks. And safety engine lock 21, which is also a 3, is here on the cheekbone. And this is the safety engine lock number 21 came into the universe meaning escape from mental bondage. So we've got the 3, which is the door that lets the toxins out and the nourishment in. We've got the 3 in the neck, which is aligning our will with divine will. And we've got the 3 on the cheekbone that is about escaping from mental bondage. And so 3 is all about breaking rigidity of structures. 3 is about expansion. 3 is about the waltz, as I've said before. 3 is about connecting the seemingly disconnected things that are going on in your life. It's about making connections. It's about forming networks. It's about non-linear thinking. It's about, instead of walking across the floor, we're actually waltzing across the floor and we are connecting one side with the other. So 3 is about expansion and creativity. It's a fire number. And today we can connect to that energy on a very deep level because it's a 30. So it's 10 times the magnified power of the 3. So we've got 10 times the ability to open the door to let the nourishment in and swing it the other way to let the toxins out. But we have a choice. We can either open that door and we can keep it well oiled so that it's like a swinging door that does this, or we can refuse to do that and we can shut the door. And that means we keep the toxins inside and we don't let the nourishment in. And that stops us from being able to actually harmonize ourselves with the flow of the energy that is all around us. So today we have the ability to either stay rigidly stuck in our own constructs or to expand into a more expansive version of ourselves, a more expansive view of the universe, a more expansive view of the future, a more expansive view of this time of year. Many of us go, oh my word, it's the end of the year and it's so stressful. And that is a narrow, closed-in point of view. It's just a time on a calendar, right? So, that potential to stay rigid and not keep those hinges of that door oiled is in the villain today. And I'm just going to jump right to the villain here because it's relevant to the 3. The villain today is the 9. And 9 in the villain position is about excessive stubbornness. So it's a bit like that cut off your nose to spite your face. You're not going to change because you're terrified of the change. So you'd rather just keep it the way it is. It's the better the devil you know. Well, that's fine if that's your choice, but then you can't bitch and moan about it, right? So nothing is going to change if you don't change, if you don't make any kind of changes. So if you're happy with the status quo, that's fine. If you're not happy with the status quo, today is your opportunity to get into that rhythm and to break those boundaries and to open those doors so that you can expand. The 3 is a fire number. 2 from November is a water number, and 1 from 2017 is an air number. So we've got fire, water, and air. We've got a good mixture of the head and the heart and the creativity that's possible today. We have no earth in the root of the life map today. So we might find that we feel particularly fiery or very emotional or overly analytical or hypercritical or impatient. That fire and the air in the root of the life map can make us extremely impatient. Things aren't moving fast enough. I don't have direction. I don't know where I'm going. I wish the universe would be clear. I'm not making enough money. Things are not moving. Then I don't have enough customers. Whatever. Okay. Things are not moving. That could be the feeling today and can create a lot of frustration. So be aware of that, right? The helper and the hero of today, to counteract all of that, is also a fire number, so it can still keep us quite fiery and up there, but it is the 6. And so the 6 in the hero position enables us to see the beauty all around us. It enables us to be discriminating in order to actually appreciate that there is no challenge without support. You cannot be having a terrible time without an equal and opposite amount of support. It's just that our minds are not trained to see that, and so we're often blind to it. And we perceive the pain much more intensely than we perceive the pleasure. That does not mean, however, that it is not balanced. So the 6 helps us to be discriminating. It helps us to choose what it is that we want to do today. It helps us to choose wisely. It helps us to avoid conflict. It helps us to smooth over troubled waters, and it helps us to see the beauty within ourselves so that we can truly appreciate the beauty around us. Safety energy lock number 3 and 12 are both on the middle finger. Safety energy lock number 21 is on the thumb. So if you're feeling worried and anxious today, the thumb might be the finger. If you're feeling extremely impatient, your road rage is getting the best of you, and you're frustrated because things aren't moving enough, then I would recommend that you hold your middle finger. When you hold your middle finger, you harmonize the liver and the liver and gallbladder organ function energies, and the emotion is anger and frustration, and it's disappointment. Whenever you think that something is not turning out the way you want it to, when you are wanting your will to be asserted above divine or cosmic will, you need to hold your middle finger, right? Because the middle finger, it helps to harmonize all our unrealistic expectations on ourselves, on other people, on God and the angels and the universe, on the government, the unrealistic expectations that we have on other people to keep us happy, basically. So hold your middle finger, breathe, and try and earth yourself today. So spend some time outside in nature, spend some time on the ground, put your hands in the soil if you can, walk on the beach barefoot. Anything that will earth you and ground you today will be very, very useful to calm down this intense sort of fiery and air energy that we've got going today. I hope you guys have a wonderful last day in November, and I'll speak to you in December.